So we're finally back at it this week. I missed the last couple of weeks' uploads due to work and a week-long vacation that my wife and I took. Returned to the shop this week and hit it really hard. Huge thanks to Mark, my father-in-law, who he and his wife are in town visiting for Thanksgiving this week, and he was a huge help in the shop this week. I don't think that riveting the top skins is a one-man job, so Mark, thank you very much for your help. Very happy to report by the end of this video, you'll see that top skins are completed and everything for the riveting on the left and the right wing is complete. So that's a giant milestone that I'm very glad to have behind me. When we were riveting this week, we focused on working from the center of each skin component towards the joint between the inboard and the outboard skin. Worked really well, as the joint between the two skins was extremely clean and flush on both of the wings. So very happy that that worked out as the instructions described. When we were riveting, we worked by alternating on the ribs above and below the J channel, starting again from the center of the skin. When we finished one rib, we would proceed to work away from said rib on the J channel in both directions to the next rib. When we got to that next rib, we would go back and we would do the rear spar and then the front spar in the same fashion it was at the J channel. Our first pass of riveting was focusing on setting every other rivet with the clecos holding everything in place for us. That worked out really well, as the second pass was able to go much faster. It was easier on the second pass because everything was already anchored with the original rivets that we had set, and then we could blast through multiple ribs or the J channel or the spars regardless of order or direction. So it kind of allowed us to go, I don't know, batshit crazy on how we wanted to do the second riveting, especially with all those first rivets already set. As you notice in this video, there are a couple of instances where I had to drill out some of those rivets that we set. There are about 1,600 rivets in the top skins, so you're bound to make a failure at some point in time. And I would say that we had to drill out about, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 rivets, give or take. So if we had to drill out 15 rivets and we had 1,600 rivets total, that's less than a 1% failure rate, and I think that's pretty damn good for finding a rhythm, especially between two people riveting this thing together. I did spend some time preloading all those rivets and using the painter's tape trick that I talked about in the last video. That's what you're seeing here, just to make that second riveting session go that much faster. So just trying to do economies of scale with the task at hand to make sure everything's set up for that second riveting session. What you're looking at in this video is about 14.5 clock hours of work, and with both of us working, that's about 28 man hours of work between the two of us. Made a huge dent, and very happy that this coming week I'll be able to move on to the next section and start working on something else besides top skins. So look forward to next week and we'll see what it brings.